So do you ever worry about your kids being treated like a black person one day?
Of course, they gon' that's what I'm telling them, man. You gonna get treated like that. Some things they do, you can't do. You can't do that.
Yeah,
You gonna get stuck with the time. They gonna end up being somebody working at this corporate Walmart up here or something.
right. Or
Yeah,
Lowe's or JB
yeah,
Hunt.
exactly.
uh, yeah,
With
yeah. And
with
see,
them doing crime, with they if they got someone on their crime board, they get that stuff hidden, and next thing you know, they running for mayor.
yeah,
Hey man, ain't no secret, man. If you don't think there's a difference between black and white, the way we getting treated, man, hey, you part of the problem at this point.
yeah.
You are now listening to
The Really Joe podcast. Really Joe. Really.
I got the driver sit down with me today. We want to talk about some real stuff. Northwest Arkansas is a good area. Overall, I
Over.
mean, it's a good atmosphere. It's not like Pine Bluff, uh, Blytheville, uh, Stamps. It's not even like Hope. You know what I'm saying? It's a good area. A lot of people want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the difference if you were to raise your kids in Northwest Arkansas versus Southwest Arkansas? You know where we come from.
What's the difference? Bro, it depends on your parents. It's what you. It's the have and the have not down here. If you ain't got nothing, you gotta move back home with mom and daddy. So I had a couple of businesses where I've been okay, down here to live, and I always thought it was a good place to raise them. But hey, don't think Northwest Arkansas all good. There's a lot of racism down here. They do not want you down here.
Right.
And my son went through a lot down here as a kid like that. We wouldn't have went through in Southwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
So it's got some pros and cons. Of course, we got a better education system. Of course, that's a plus. But yeah, it's not all. It's politics. It's politics down here. We think that we watch these videos of white people rolling their windows up and handling they through it. Bro, we can out win the bus.
Yeah.
So them videos can kill us. Like we gotta use our head better than our head. They law and our law is totally different, bro. It's sad, but it's true, man. You better roll that damn window down.
Yeah. Because you know what? I seen somebody try that and they got the window busted out and they pulled them out the car.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. Like I said, but we get 20 years and they not even thinking about our family missing us for 20 years when they do the same thing and get probation. That's sad. Just like the people that broke into the Capitol. Bro, they getting 2 years for that, bro.
Fed time.
2 years. So they gonna do a year. Bro, that right there, man. That's
Hold on. Fed time 85%.
man. But 2 years?
Yeah. So they'll do 17 months. Yeah. So
After,
look. Go ahead. You said after what?
No, after they killed the cop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So who got charged with the murder? Nobody.
Well, I mean, they going down the line, but hey, if it was a black person did that, everybody in the car get charged. Everybody in the Capitol getting charged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's very true.
Man, police can do whatever they want to, bro. The worst one, man, it was in Northwest Arkansas, man, at my barber shop. I ain't gonna go deep into it.
Okay.
But that was the worst one, bro. I was at the shop and these kids that had ran out of spot up front and they had ran out of the tattoo parlor. And they customers were going in like for 5 minutes and coming out. And they had all these nice cars and stuff, but I never knew what they was doing. I knew they weren't doing no damn tattoo. But my customers also would come in 5-10 minutes. They get a line or something, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I gave the benefit of the doubt. Plus, they was cool with me. They'd come over and shoot pool at my barbershop. I never did know what's going on. But on down the line, bro, the undercover poked in front of my shop, and they went around front, and I started filming. Like, I ain't never seen this in nowhere. So it was a drug bust. They were selling steroids and pills and everything out the tattoo shop. So I'm recording, and luckily I was, bro. And they had beat the cats up. They had fought with them and everything because they was undercover. They didn't have the badges out.
Yeah.
And I'm recording, like I said, and I go back to my shop after I leave the front of the building, and he at my door. I heard my little door chain, I had the little thing on there, and I was like, hey, what you going there for, bro? He was like, this your shop? He said, yeah. I said, yeah. He said, you the owner of the shop? I said, yeah. He said, why my drug dog hit the back of your door? So I was like, we done heard that 1,000 times, man. I smell marijuana and all that. So I said, man, hey, miss me with the bull. Hey, you ain't going in there. He said, if you ain't got nothing in there, let me go in there. I told him, nah. So at that time, man, I drove my old school Cadillac, bro. I had a 98 DeVille with the rims and everything on it. My first time ever driving that. So, of course, they look at us different when we got nice whips and stuff like that. So, I told him no, he couldn't go in there. But he wouldn't let me in my shop, neither. He wouldn't let me go back in there. He said he's going to get a warrant for it. So, he kicked me off the premises and whatnot. I go across the street and I'm steady filming. So, after a while, they just go in my shop. So I rushed back across the street. I'm filming, and me and the officer started wrestling. And I asked him before we wrestling, I asked him, why y'all going out without a warrant? And his response was, I'm gonna explain that to you. And the phone go dead. After we wrestled, I'm gonna explain it to you. And that would beat the case, bro. They had found a pipe in my shop, a pipe. And I went to jail for that, and was on the news for 2 or 3 days. Like, I was a big drug dealer. And they had list me with the white boys that I had steroids, pills, and all this stuff in my shop, which wasn't true. And but they had put me on the news like I was this big drug dealer. And I shouldn't even went to jail. So I fought that for like 3 years, bro. Caught me some bread. I fought that for 3 years and didn't know why I fought that for 3 years, because having a pipe is just a misdemeanor.
Right.
It's drug paraphernalia.
Right.
Fought it for 3 years, and I was like, why is this taking so long? Well, of course, they're more educated than us in the laws and whatnot. Well, come to find out, when I got the third lawyer, he told me the reason why, because I could have sued them for wrongful arrest.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a misdemeanor, all they supposed to do is write me a ticket. They went too far. They took me to jail, and they had me on the news. So I could have sued them for wrongful arrest, but that's why they waited 3 years I couldn't sue them no more.
Really?
And, yeah.
Dang, that's tough, man. So look, that didn't make you want to leave the area?
Bro, I mean, you gotta look at the pros and cons. Like I said, it's pros and cons to this. What I'm gonna do? Go back to the country and have my son smoking weed at 15 and having sex? I couldn't see myself doing that, man. Like I said, man, it's pros and cons everywhere you go. So I looked at the education system. I think if you got an education, you can do a lot of things these days.
Them suburban kids be worse.
Yeah.
Because
they on pills.
Yeah, them pills. They on that powder. They do meth early,
Yeah.
Like I know a dude, and he just told me here recently, he said, man, because at one point he got on drugs real bad, like hardcore drugs. And he was like, man, that's where I got my first taste of it, was out there in the suburbs. He was like, I go to parties, they doing cocaine and everything else.
Yeah.
So, of course, we looking at him like, why did he think it's cool to be on these hardcore drugs? And he was like, he got access to it out there. So do you ever worry about your kids being treated like a black person one day?
Of course, that's what I'm telling them, man. You gonna get treated like that. Some things they do, you can't do. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You gonna get stuck with the time. They gonna end up being somebody working at this corporate Walmart up here or something.
Right. Or Lowe's or JB Hunt.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
with them doing crime. If they got someone in crime, boy, they get that stuff hidden. And next thing you know, they running for mayor.
Yeah. Like when my kids gone, most of the time I don't even really sleep. Because when they at home, I'm okay. Because I know I can go in there and check on them. Or you know what I'm saying, whatever. And like they could be gone with their mama. I still don't sleep because I'm so used to them being around. It's like It's kind of weird, man. But
Yeah, even if I go out of town, man, I be homesick. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about my kids. If I try to go take a man trip or something, go out with my homeboy, it don't even feel the same. I
yeah,
just want to. So as you get older, man, you get wiser for sure. I'll be scared for my kids in Northwest Arkansas, bro, with all the stuff going on. After that incident happened to me, bro, it ain't been. They already know me. You know what I'm saying? They already know me. They don't pretty much too much mess with me too much more. But with your kid being black and wearing the hoodie over their heads at 11 o'clock at night, traveling and stuff, you of course, like you said, I'm not going to sleep till my kids get home. You know what I'm saying? And Cortland, hey, he 15, so he hangs out with his big brother. And it's stressful.
I realized the politics and inside the state when we was in high school. Anytime we went to the state playoffs, they wasn't rooting. They wasn't finna let nobody from Southwest Arkansas come up there and win. You had to at least be from Little Rock and above, as far as the state goes, to actually win. Because, like, just for an example, we played Searcy in the playoffs, and in the second round of the playoffs, as soon as we started to pull off on them, it was foul at the foul. Searcy, when we played them, shot like 42 free throws, and as a team, and our team shot like 10. And all this happened in the second half, pretty much, because we had just started to, take off on them in the second quarter. Come out in third quarter, it was foul at the foul.
Yeah.
And the refs beat us. Same thing in football.
Yeah.
We played Alma in the playoffs. When I say we got robbed by the refs, it was horrible. We even had somebody, how you fall across the goal line and you reach the ball out? One of my classmates did that. They called him down at the 1. And Alma had a good defense. And we didn't score. You know what I'm saying? And the final score was like 12-3. Something like that. And that's when I first realized the politics. I'm like, dude, they don't support Southern Arkansas or Southwest Arkansas the way that they do in Northwest Arkansas.
I don't know about support, bro. It's just that's just hate. That's what you were doing. You didn't see black referees back then. You did not see black referees back then. So you already knew what you was getting. When you go to Lake Hamilton, you already knew what you was getting.
Yeah.
That's why mom and dad always told you gotta be 2 or 3 times better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we cut down on mistakes. I don't think they could have played a part. They didn't have no business being in the game with us, but hey, we know when we go there what's gonna happen.
Right.
So we are prepared for that. Even in Harrison played in the playoff when Justin missed all them free throws. But yeah, man, we got screwed, man. But hey, back then we didn't complain. We played.
Right. But see, I just hate, man, that it's kids playing that game.
Yeah.
And it's like kids that's they love, that's their passion.
Yeah.
And it's like you put the politics into it and you taking away from the kids, and it's like that's the sad part about it. I do think just from where we come from, you're more humble versus when you go to Northwest. If you ask me, Northwest is kind of more entitlement versus being humble. Just like if you look at athletes that come from like where we come from, almost everybody I hung out with can play football, basketball, or run track, whatever. Versus you go up there, somebody basketball only, football only. Well, a good portion of them. You got your select few like Matt Jones and stuff like that. But we're more well-rounded down here because we have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if most of the football players don't play basketball, you don't really have a basketball team.
Yeah. I look at football different than I did back then. Of course, I played basketball. My brother played football and basketball. But I look at football like, man, is it really worth it? With all the head drama, you get contact. I would never let my son play football, and I wouldn't let them have the choice. My son wants to play, but the reward it wasn't worth it, man. it wasn't worth it, man. And I know you play football, but man, these athletes going crazy. They make a lot of money, but bro, they insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. So hey, you saw what's going on with Richard Sherman?
Yeah, exactly. And he's an intelligent guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I was wondering if that was the first sign of him going crazy, because it always kind of like, what's old boy name used to play for Detroit?
For Detroit.
Yeah. Well, you got like Titus Young that played for Detroit. You got
Gonzaga, what dude from Florida that acted the fool?
Aaron Hernandez.
Man,
you think? You think that was from head trauma?
Yes, bro. The boy, if you go back and look at history, it's so many signs. If you just look at it, it's so many signs. So, you get away. When you're an athlete and you good, you get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, true.
You get away with a lot of stuff. So it's been signs there. They just overlooked it, man. Didn't care. They was making them billions, so they didn't care. But the signs are always there.
But look though, he had off the field issues before he went to the NFL.
Most definitely.
So me personally, I just feel like he just wanted to be a street dude. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe a couple, head injuries made it worse. You know what I mean? Because like if you read the stories, like come on, you get into a shootout after you leave the club.
Oh, did you watch the film?
Which one?
The one showing his life swing. No, you didn't. Well, if you watch the film, the boy was messed up a long time ago.
Yeah.
It don't take but one hit, bro. It don't take but one hit. That woke me up to, hey, my son very athletic. I won't let him play football.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, bro. To me. Who mostly be hitting on women? Think about it.
You mean like by race?
No, I'm just saying what profession are they in? What kind of
Oh, okay. Yeah. Pro athletes.
Bro, a lot of them be football players, bro. They mental is not right. A lot of them be, you know what I'm saying? Of course the rappers do too, but they you know what I'm saying? That's the lifestyle they living, and they think they gotta be tough by hitting on a woman, which is totally false. But a lot of black men are mentally unstable, and we're too tough as black people to go get that looked at. So I know you're a football head, and you dying to have a boy. I know. Probably gonna have soon. Hey, bro, quarantine having kids come from everywhere, so you might have a boy soon.
Hey, look, it's over with. It's over with. Shop closed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. You close the shop?
Almost.
You got fixed?
Almost. I'm trying. Hey, if I find somebody with the right price, yeah.
Man.
See, but look, it's more than, for one, I feel like I'm too old to start over.
I thought same thing, but look. Hey man, kids keep me happy, man. I love kids, bro. I don't hang out or nothing no more, man. I hang out with my kids, bro. So I love it.
Yeah. Hey, I get it, right? But I don't want to be that 60-year-old man at the graduation,
Hey,
it's
quarantine, bro. Hey, you quarantine, what you supposed to do when you're in quarantine? I don't watch like every Netflix movie.
All right, I got you. You work on the next master plan, right? So just like you say, you done had a couple businesses to where you could be okay. You work on that next master plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could just watch my podcast.
Yeah. Hey.
But hey, I appreciate you sitting down. You got a message you want to put out to all the people?
No, man, just stay together, man. Live life.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Hey, till next time, people, we out.